I made these red velvet cookies at home without butter, without oven, without air fryer, and without mixer. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's day 28 of our baking without oven series, and today we are making red velvet cookies without butter and without oven. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to grease my pan. I'm using vegetable oil and I'm sprinkling some all-purpose flour as well. This is to ensure that our cookies do not stick to the pan. Just do it the way I'm doing it. So these cookies I'm about to make is perfect for snacks for your children to take to school, and also as dessert after meal when you're hosting or as a family. So I'm going to preheat my pot right now, and I'm going to ensure that my pot is well covered. So that's what I'm doing here. My cover doesn't fit in tightly, so I'm going to improvise with foil paper. So you have to use an iron object. I'm using my air fryer rack to elevate the baking pan. So after that, I covered my pot to ensure that the hair does not escape while baking. So now I'm going to put on the gas stove and put it on medium heat, just as you are seeing on the screen right now. I'm going to put it on medium heat. Then I'm going to let it preheat for about 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes is okay. Then we are going to start mixing our cookie dough. So I'm going to be using oil for this recipe because I do not have butter. So I'm going to be going in with 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Do not worry, the list of ingredients and measurements will be in the description box and also pinned in the comment section. Please do it to check it out. So the next thing is to measure 1/4 cup of sugar. You can use more than that if you like a lot of sugar in your cookies, but this is just perfect. Then I'm going to be using 2/3 of my raw egg. I don't want to finish one, but I think you can finish one if you want, but I'm not going to be using everything. So it's just like I'm using 2/3 of the egg. Then I'm going to just adding in just like this. After that, I'm supposed to use vanilla extract, but I don't have vanilla extract, so I'm using cinnamon. Then I'm using white vinegar. This is optional. It is not compulsory. If you don't have it, that's fine. You can skip it. So I'm going to be using 1/8 teaspoon of white vinegar. Most times it serves as preservative. So for the red food coloring, the red velvet food coloring, I'll be using 1/4 teaspoon of this for this recipe. You go in with it. After that, you go ahead and whisk it till it is well combined. You have to make sure that you whisk it well so that the food coloring will dissolve properly. As I was saying, you can use this cookies as desserts after meal. Just have it, and if you have children, you make it for them to take to school. You can give to your neighbors, friends, and all of that. So now we are going to combine the dry ingredients. I'm using 1 cup of all-purpose flour. You can see how I leveled it. This is the proper way to measure your flour. Then I'm going in with my coffee. If you have cocoa powder, I think you can use it here. So I'm going in with my baking powder, baking soda, and salt. You can skip the baking soda or the baking powder. If you have either of the two, you can just use one of them. And if you want to use the two like I did, go ahead. So you're going to sieve it the way I'm doing on the screen. You can see that I'm trying to get the coffee to be smooth in order to get it to, yeah, that's how coffee is. So now you mix it together with your spatula, then fold it in your wet ingredients.
Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on, and even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
I'm going in with almond nuts. I had to break it to add to it. You can use chocolate chips if you have, and you can use vanilla chips if you have, to just give it a little bit of extra neutral color. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm using almond nuts. You can use any kind of nuts you have. So now you are going to rub some oil, just a little bit of oil on your palms, and use your hand to scoop out some of the dough, then gently arrange in the baking pan, the already greased and floured baking pan, just as I'm doing on the screen.
There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna,
I'm topping each dough with almond nuts, the remaining of the one I used earlier. You can top yours with chocolate chips or vanilla chips, anything you want, and you might decide to just leave it like that. So 10 minutes later, we are going to reduce the heat of our preheating pot. Now the preheating is done. We are going to reduce the lowest heat, just the way you saw on the screen right now. After reducing it to the lowest heat, then you're going to gently place the baking pan in the pot and close tightly. Then you bake for 30 minutes straight without opening. Let it bake for 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, I realized that it is not done. It is not ready because of the way the down parts feel in my hand. It was still soft. So I cover it to bake for additional 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. So that makes it a total of 50 minutes. So it is ready here, and it is done. Don't worry if it is a bit soft. It will get harder when it cools down. So bring it out. This is what we have. These cookies taste really nice. Like I said, you can use it as dessert. It's one of the versatile dessert you can have out there. Also snacks. Instead of wasting money and buying biscuits for your kids, you can just make this and be giving them every morning while you store them in the refrigerator. You can also use it as dessert at home after eating and while you are hosting guests. So if you want to know how I made a vanilla no butter cookies, check my channel. Bye.